Unless you kill me one more time. Just, beat the traffic.
Side yard.
Yeah, so there's a lot of Groundhog Day movies out there. So I was kind of just trying to work out if this was going to make it as a good movie, being another Groundhog's Day. But I love Andy Samberg. I love Lonely Island. And I love this movie. This movie was awesome.
Dude, I actually, I never really, I like Andy Samberg, but like he wasn't any, like I don't go out seeking his movies or content or anything. But it was hilarious when I saw him dance at the
Oh, that's one of my
wedding.
favorite scenes. One of my favorite scenes is him doing the dance, and I was like, God, this guy, he's the new generation's like Adam Sandler, in my opinion. He's so smooth and funny.
Yeah.
And I think it's because he writes the movies generally himself, I believe.
I saw he had writing credit in it.
Yeah, because he helps write it and just coaches along. He's just one of those actors that if you let him just kind of make up a little bit himself, he'll make it that much better. Like he adds to it.
It's crazy if you rewatch it though too. Like you realize
rewatching the second time, they had some cues in there for me.
Yeah. When I watched the trailer, I thought it spoiled everything for me, which I'm glad it didn't.
And I was like, what? In what way? I was like, I don't think no.
Well, it showed the whole concept, and it showed her, like, it showed him getting sucked into the cave and things like that, and it showed her also, like, freaking out. And I'm like, oh, I feel like I know the whole concept already. Which I think in a way I did. Like, after watching the trailer and seeing everything, like, it was fun and entertaining, but it didn't feel as surprising.
I didn't see the trailer, so what in the trailer gave you that idea?
Well, I mean, the premise is pretty simple, and it pretty much revealed the whole
Did the trailer tell you that it was Groundhog's Day, basically?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you knew, I didn't know if to spoil that or not, but I like watching the trailers because when it actually happens in the movie, I'm just like, oh shit.
Well, luckily everything happened immediately, like first 10, 15 minutes or something.
Yeah, it did.
Right?
So it was nice.
So
the Roy thing is probably one of my favorite. The whole Roy experience in this movie was probably my favorite. I actually kind of wish there was more of him. But Roy was my favorite. When he shoots him in the arrow the first time, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And as it continued, I was like, Roy's dope. But yeah, all that happens really quick. First scene, and then this guy just drunkenly brings people into the loop with him. And that's how we meet Sarah, right?
Yeah, was he drunk?
Yeah, he was hella drunk. He was crawling. He was blacked out drunk. Well, okay.
But he got shot with
drunk.
an arrow.
He was super drunk and he got shot by 2 arrows. Yeah, but still, he should have been on alert for Roy instead of just saying "fuck it." It only happens once every 20, whatever.
Roy's from Irvine. He barely comes around.
Represent.
Yeah. But I mean, well, I don't know. What did you? I thought it was if there was a message in it, I thought it was good. I haven't seen Groundhog's Day, so.
Well, this was a different take because he wasn't trying to get out of it. He just lived in this alternate reality. The other the entire movies were about them resolving it.
Oh, okay.
And this one, and that's why it was a big deal when Sarah wanted to get out of the movie or get out of the reality, and he didn't. He was cool being in it. So that was a first for Groundhog's Day type style movies.
I mean, it did feel very relevant given the coronavirus situation.
I didn't think about that at all.
For me, it didn't. I mean, you still go to work, but I don't.
Hey, you're at home, huh?
So every day is like the exact same thing, pretty much. I'm just
That's
like
crazy.
waiting, yeah. So when I was watching, I'm like, damn. it it feels like he's just stuck in a loop.
That is crazy. I didn't think about that,
Yeah,
but it totally is.
yeah. But I mean, I'm
Not
fine with
and
it too, you know, like so I've definitely felt extra like in his position where I'm like, yeah, it's kind of boring sometimes doing the same thing, but I've kind of just accepted it.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. But it
No,
will
it just
just gotta blow
I
myself
don't
up.
I did just realize I don't I don't experience that because I'm always doing something. I'm always
Yeah.
fucking coming home from work, grabbing groceries and stuff. I see my mom once a week or twice a week.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I mean, I go see my parents. It's all good. What was that?
It's my cat. I told you I have two cats now, right?
Yeah. Are they just like
So
jumping?
they haven't met, so there's just a door in between them.
They haven't
Um,
met? What are you talking about?
okay, well they've met, but their meetings have been just savagery. Like
Okay.
like I'm gonna kill you. Like it's a straight predator. It's straight cat and mouse.
So that's
So
what
our
that was.
new well, that was the bigger cat, Montoya. You know Montoya. You met Montoya.
Yeah.
You know that double door in the middle of my house, right? In my apartment.
Oh,
It's always open,
yeah.
so you never notice. Well, anyways, we have that closed now,
Okay.
and that's what separates them. But it jiggles when you like bang on it. It's not like a super solid door. And so when Montoya sees the other cat, he'll stick his little claw underneath the door and bang against it, and it makes that sound when he does it.
They just territory issues or
You could say that. You could say that. Yeah, yeah. You could definitely say that. Yeah, it's basically prison here. Monty wants to make him his prison bitch. So, anyways,
Have you
I
seen
do love this thing.
have you seen the female actress before?
No, have
Uh
I? You tell me. You're better with this stuff.
well, she's the
I don't remember her from anything. Her big eyes seem familiar and very distinct, but
let me reopen the movie right now and go to the credits.
you know what it's called?
Her name?
No, the movie you're about to show me.
Whoa. The DP on this movie is Vietnamese.
Oh.
It's part of the ASC
Well, what
too.
movie is it?
No, the Palm Springs.
What's AS?
Oh,
really?
ASC is it's just like a title. It's American Society of Cinematographers.
Okay.
It was just news to me. I'm like, huh, you don't really see a lot of Vietnamese
No, dude. I
people.
always am proud.
And,
I'm always proud when I could recognize the Vietnamese last name.
well, his last name's Tran. It's Quinn.
Well, Quinn's very
Tran.
Vietnamese too.
Yeah. But no, but she was Ted Mosby's the mom, I guess, in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, everyone was saying that. Actually, Vanessa said that, but I don't. I'm not a big How You Met Your Mother fan. I didn't watch the whole thing through. I don't know how the whole mom thing.
Have you watched Glow on Netflix? Do you know about it?
I've seen the. I've just seen it on Netflix. I haven't watched it now.
Okay, I'm trying to get her name now. I think it's about to pop up in the credits. Is it Christine Milioti? Let me see. Kristen. Yeah, it's Kristen Milioti. Milioti?
Okay.
Something like that.
Well, go to IMDb and tell you everything she's in, right?
Yeah, but well, I've seen her. She's I've only seen her in those couple songs.
What else is she in?
Oh, she was in Wolf
The
of
Wolf of Wall Street.
She was the wife, the original wife, not Margot Robbie.
Okay.
She's
What else?
Nothing I really know of. Let's see. Is there a way I can?
I should be able to slide right or something, or go next,
I'll
right?
just
What her movies are?
yeah. She was in a couple of episodes of Black Mirror. You've seen Black Mirror.
I did, yeah.
USS
Man, Black
Callister. I'm not sure. I haven't seen that episode. I don't think.
Mirror
It's,
even creeps me.
2017. I've only seen one, maybe two episodes of Black Mirror.
Dude, you want to go deep into a show? You could go deep in Black Mirror, but Black Mirror is fucking. Dude, I've never watched a show and been like, that's so fucking possible.
Have you seen it all?
And
or?
scary at the same time. At least the first season. I haven't watched all of them, but I've watched like.
I watched like
I watched like
third
5 or 6 in a row. I don't know what season. Either the beginning of the second or first season sometime.
Huh. Oh, what the hell? How I Met Your Mother ended in 2014? It feels so much older than that.
No, that sounds about right. I remember it went on way too long.
Yeah. But
should have ended in 2011 in my opinion.
Yeah. Nope. 2014. Or yeah.
2014 is not that long ago, bro.
Yeah. Wolf of Wall Street is older. But I don't recognize a lot of 30 Rock. But that's TV. The Good Wife. Yeah, she's not in a lot of like big stuff, like blockbuster stuff. She was in an episode of Family Guy. One episode, 2015.
You know, it's one of my favorite scenes in this show, because this show has a lot of really good scenes. Is when he's showing her like her first day, and she wants to go see the desert, and she wants to go see where the thing is, right?
Yeah.
And he shows her, and she's like, "Just point it out." And he's like, "We have to wait," and so they wait, and he like gets on top of a rock, and then he says, "Wait," and then like and he says like he's the Antichrist. So, I am the Antichrist, and the entire earth starts shaking, and she starts freaking out.
That's just something you
imagine
would do.
if you did that. That's something I totally do, and it just cracks me up. Yeah, that's just hits me here, you know.
Wait a second. She's not in Glow?
Oh, you lied to me.
I just watched Glow. She's gotta. Is it a different?
Maybe it's not updated. When did Glow come out?
Is it a different actress that just looks exactly the frickin' same? Glow came out 2017, but it's still ongoing.
She's been in it ever since.
It's not the same person. What? Alison Brie.
Oh yeah, they look pretty different. Let's move on from that.
Don't they look the same to you? They look identical.
Flashback again.
All right, let me change it so we can. Okay.
My first view when you looked at it, it didn't look the same at all.
Okay, so that's the chicken. No.
See their eyebrows again. Let me see their eyebrows.
I mean, if you nitpick like just how their eyebrows.
Go back again. Go back again.
Their eyebrows are definitely different.
Go back again.
What?
Okay.
Maybe I don't know if there's other.
Maybe.
Like, oh, she's. Okay, the costumes in here is like.
Who's that?
Dude, come on.
Who's that? Okay, who's that? Who's that on the right? Who's that?
This one is This one is Alison Brie. She's in Glow.
Okay, Alison Brie.
And this is Kristen Mialti. She's the one from Palm Springs.
Okay, and go back to Alison. Okay, yeah, pretty similar.
Dude.
In those two shows, they're very similar. Yeah,
What the
yeah,
hell? Okay,
yeah.
well,
You're absolutely right about that. But generally, I think if they're walking down the street, no.
I don't know. Maybe you should watch Glow though. Anyways, cool.
I want to watch a show called Glow
it's it stands for Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
of wrestling.
Of wrestling.
Okay, all right. I might watch Glow. That sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, but going back to Palm Springs, I mean, it's a Sundance movie, so I
Sundance.
was surprised when I found out. I think at the end, yeah, Sundance, it's like a film festival, so it's definitely very indie, obviously. I don't think like Hulu didn't. Initially, I thought Hulu just
Originaled it.
yeah just made it because it was on Hulu
Mhm.
and it had stars in it. But
Mhm.
yeah, I was surprised to hear it was
Well,
Sundance.
maybe because some artists just like to release their shit for free,
Yeah, well, especially now, I think.
especially when it's like, well, the movie theater. If you didn't want to, well, it's not true. You could always release your stuff for free.
I mean, Disney is releasing Mulan, not for free. Do you hear about that?
It's not going to be on Disney Plus.
It's gonna be on Disney Plus, but you have to have
Oh,
Disney
okay.
Plus and pay $30.
What?
Yeah. So you can't even pay $30 without Disney Plus. You have to have Disney Plus and then pay 30 on top of it.
There are kids out there who want to see the new shitty Milan. Wait, okay, I haven't seen really anything about it. I think I've seen billboards and some stuff. Is it the live action?
It's live action, but it's
Oh
not.
yeah.
Mulan is so I didn't know this, but Mulan is like a folk tale, I guess you can say, from Chinese culture
Mhm,
that Disney just reappropriated to like in the cartoons. Not
mhm,
reappropriated, but like they told their own version of the story.
mhm.
So this one, again, they're telling their own version of the story. It's not going to be like the cartoons at all, other
As long
than
as Disney doesn't have a lot of control of how the movies made, they just kind of leave it to the people who know the story. It'll be okay. That's all I have to say.
yeah.
But it
Otherwise,
because does it go back to like the original story
oh, I don't know the
or
original like folktale story of Mulan. I mean, obviously the whole premise is that
well,
woman pretends to be man, joins army, but
right?
all the details I have no idea. There's not gonna be Mushu, for example, in this new one. So
Really?
yeah, Mushu was just part of Disney's whole thing.
Mushu was the best.
Yeah, well, I mean that's why I didn't initially. I was like, man, that sucks. Why isn't it
Ah,
like that cartoon at all? But then like a live action Mushu, could you kind of imagine that? It's kind of weird. But then I kind of appreciate it more when I learned that it was more of a Chinese folklore or
no, that's super
legend
cool.
or something.
Yeah. Well, when Disney made all those movies back in that time, or at least the writings of those movies and the directing, that however they commingled at that time, was part of Disney's prime still. The problem is now is that Disney has passed its prime as far as movie making goes, in my opinion. I think they got sucked into politics and now kind of abide by politics rules. And I think before they stuck more to culture and they were, I think, forefronts of their time with it. Because no other show was making, like, when was Mulan originally made, the cartoon?
I think late 90s. Let me look it up right now. Disney Mulan cartoon. 98, yeah. So late 90s.
98.
Yeah. But I mean, Disney was, obviously from the beginning with Mickey Mouse and everything, they were leading the animation.
Yeah.
Um
But I
and I
think
still
it
think
was,
they're still pretty good.
I'm just saying the story in here and in this time period of this '98, and I'm sure before then as well, because they were legendary at that time, probably even more so. Is, in my opinion, still is better than what they come out with now. Like, I like the movies then than now. Is that just a bias?
Yeah, I think you're biased. I don't
My
feel
generation
that way.
was better.
We're the same generation. What? We're born like a week.
I'm not arguing with you.
Not even a week. 2 days apart.
Yeah, I just love those movies.
No,
The
I
old one.
think
There's nothing in my mind that will ever be better
really
because that was the perfect Mulan. I will of course watch the
Mulan
new
was
one.
good, but I think Disney. If you're talking about just like the maybe 80s, 90s, 2000s, maybe I can see how that's like maybe better, but no, I think Disney has a lot of like things that it didn't age very well, right? I think like Cinderella, all the originals like Cinderella, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast kind of, but I was thinking Sleeping Beauty, right? And I don't know, like the whole generic Disney princess that like Little Mermaid. I just watched Little Mermaid with Ian a little bit ago, and it didn't age very well. It's
Yeah,
just
that's still we're saying that about a lot of movies that we've been watching that are pretty old as well. So I guess I was just speaking from heart, but God, so many of those movies all the way up to like 2008, 2010 almost. But I say before 28 probably. Were pretty hardcore, you know?
What do you mean by hardcore? Like,
I don't know. I was watching one with Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston. A lot of Jennifer Aniston movies, bro. A lot of them
we're not even talking about Disney anymore, huh?
not only Disney, just movies in general. So I think
Well, yeah,
the limits of what Disney could go reflected of what all other movie industries were able to do.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they were all on the same level.
It was just how the
Bruce Almighty. I mean, look at Bruce Almighty. Like,
oh yeah,
Bruce Almighty's hardcore. If you look at it now, like it didn't age well. It's still a classic. I love Bruce Almighty. I love Jim Carrey.
Have you seen
a lot of Adam Sandler movies?
Oh my god, which one's
Have
the
you
one
watched
who was Kevin
Grown-Ups?
James?
Grown-Ups, probably. Kevin Spacey was in. Oh, not Kevin Spacey. You mean?
I have seen Grown Ups. I'm pretty sure, based off the name, I'm sure I've seen it. I just can't recall what.
Grown Ups is hilarious. Just a whole bunch of really familiar faces in it.
Okay.
I can't.
Have you seen which one's the one with Kevin James? Him and Adam
Which one's
Sandler.
Kevin James?
Kind of like he's like in Hitch. You know Kevin James. He's... Kevin James.
Oh, yeah, I think Grown Ups. Grown Ups. That's Grown Ups.
Oh yeah. No, I think they've been a lot of movie together.
Kevin James.
Let me see.
Adam Sandler's in it, and
oh yeah,
Rob Schneider's in it, and yeah.
David Spade.
I've
seen this long time ago. I don't even remember.
Dude, it's on Hulu and Amazon Prime for free.
Okay.
It's on Amazon Prime for free. That movie is one of my favorite movies. It's hysterical, man. Did not age well, but hysterical.
No, there's another movie that did not age well with them too. They were like firefighters. Wedding Crashers?
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
Of course I've seen them. I've seen all of Adam Sandler.
I mean, recently, it did not age well at all.
Well,
dude.
not super recently, but I've watched Mr. Deeds. I've watched Happy Gilmore.
Mm-hmm.
I work at a place where I get to watch TV all day, so I record these shows that are on cable.
You know, Kevin James has a YouTube channel.
Is he really?
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. I mean,
He's a funny guy.
He has one where he is where it's ooh. It has to do a lot with like filmmaking. He plays a sound guy. So damn. He plays a sound guy, so like it resonated with me because obviously I work in it. And I think it's pretty humble. It's pretty hilarious. I'm trying to find one to show you. All right, what movie do you dig more? Stars Born or Star Wars? I'll show one of those. They're pretty
Stars
quick.
Born. This new Star Wars?
No, the old one. I forget which one. It was, I think the
Old Star Wars or Stars Born?
episode 5.
Which one's episode 5? Is that Phantom Menace?
No, that's the first one. That's episode 1. It's complicated. It's the one where Luke gets his hand chopped off.
Okay. Probably Stars Born, but I haven't seen the movie.
All right.
In a long time.
Oh yeah. I mean, no. It's. I'm just want to show you like kind of the sketches he does.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
No.
Interesting. Let me try to. Let me kill this real quick and then share screen again. Maybe because I turned on my headphones. Can you hear now?
Nope.
What the fuck?
Maybe I'll stop streaming. You know who she? Do you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Or have you watched it with Andy Samberg? It's a Lonely Island production as well.
I've seen part of it, and by part I mean I've seen one scene because I know a guy that played like a minor role in it, so I just watched that like scene.
That show is hilarious. Me and Vanessa watch it all the time. I probably watched the whole season, the whole 5 seasons. I think it is.
I've been hearing a lot about it over the last few years, so
it's really good.
Yeah. Well, I won't. Wait. What? If it doesn't play audio, it's fine. I don't have to play this.
I'll try to play it.
Nope. Okay.
Maybe no one's talking. Is it just quiet?
No, it's music. You should be able to hear it. Damn. Maybe you can look it up yourself if you're curious.
I'll have to look it up.
But
maybe we'll just have to talk about Palm Springs, I guess.
Yeah. Back to Palm Springs.
They had so many funny scenes. Can you play the bar dance? Will we get in trouble with YouTube if we play the bar dance?
Well, in the boys video, it didn't really get in trouble. It was just like copyright claim, but like it wasn't. It was just like the ad revenue went to them or something like that. Which is
so they get all the money that comes from that video if it makes any money.
I think so, but I think this is probably fine. I think it was because there was like. Actually, I have no idea. Anyways, Palm Springs.
Some long contract. And say okay. And
dance scene. You just want to see the dance scene of him.
Yeah.
All right. I think this is it. But there's a couple of dance scenes.
I think this is it. Yeah, from right here is fine. Yeah, perfect. Like the smoothness of this scene is awesome. Hands her back the train.
I've been to so many weddings. Only white weddings look like this, dude.
Oh man,
it's the whitest wedding.
We know how to throw it down. I'd like to see an Asian wedding and see what you guys do. You guys have a whole dance figured out? Does everyone coordinate?
No, yeah, it's just like at the club, pretty much.
at the club.
Like it's
What,
pretty.
bumping and grinding?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus. Animals.
Yeah. It depends. There's some more wholesome ones, but they all have some elements of it.
Not the only Asian wedding I've seen was I was in attendance, but I saw a lot of pictures too. Was my buddy Sam's, but he was Korean. Koreans are proper, and
Well,
they are very, very traditional.
yeah. All the Koreans. Okay, when I say Asian, I mean mostly Vietnamese. But
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. Vietnamese are
Koreans,
yeah.
Koreans are very, very wholesome. They're really boring. I've been to
They are very
few.
wholesome. And granted, he was a Korean that came from Koreatown in LA. So it was like I never seen anyone's his life probably blew my mind more than anyone's I ever known.
I mean,
He he everyone he knows from growing up from a kindergartner basically, he still knows to this day. And he's 30. And when he goes to Koreatown, where he grew up, he just walks into people that he grew up with every day. It's like having a small town in the middle of the city. It's weird.
yeah.
It's kind of cool though.
I mean, I don't really know too much about K-Town, but it's.
But they're very.
I would imagine
religious
it's
and
a pretty. Well, the Korean community, I would imagine semi-large in LA. There's so many like Korean churches, like huge churches, just driving down like the freeway.
They're very religious. They're very religious.
Yeah.
That whole community just boom together.
Yeah.
They don't budge.
Must be a small community if he knows everyone.
Yeah, well, every generation knows their generation, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you know one guy, then that's the guy in your generation. He's your buddy, Steve. Well, your mom knows his mom, and your parents know their parents. Their grandparents probably know their grandparents, and that's just a random person. I'm not talking about like, a close family friend. We have close family friends, at least us white people have close family friends that our family have been friends with for a long time. And that's the only way our generations move up the ranks. But them, grandpas and grandparents know each other. Dads and moms know each other. Their generation knows each other. The young kids know each other. Like,
that's crazy.
Like
that sounds like a small town type of vibe.
It's a small town inside of a big city. That's what
I know.
It's crazy.
It's just so hard to imagine.
It's crazy. It is hard to imagine. But they just all have that real estate.
Yeah. Well, I
think it's a lot to do with redistricting. Like how you'll have a little Saigon here.
Yeah.
It's like that, but I think it's just been it's been around for like 100 years, or like actually not 100, 50 years, whenever the Korean Wars were.
Is it?
Anyways, Palm Springs.
I love it when he just slides into the ass smacking.
Slides in the ass bumps.
Back.
Yeah, back one. Yeah, those. Boom, boom, boom. So when she starts getting in grounds of what's going on, right, and she's getting situated, she's like, maybe I just have to be selflessness or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes and whispers in her sister's ear. She told her sister that she slept with like her husband, right?
Oh, I thought about that, but I don't know why.
When I rewatched it, I was like, that's probably what she said.
But her sister took it so well.
I think her sister was mind fucked for the remainder of the scene. Yeah.
She was smiling. She's like,
Okay,
"Are
look,
you
pull up the
serious?"
reaction. Pull up the reaction of sister telling him.
Let's see here.
Do
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs
Sister.
whispering scene.
I spelled whisper. Nope. Here, I have to pull up the movie, but I don't know if I can pull up the movie here. I'll just not show it on stream. Let's see. Wait, why do you think that's what she said?
No, I think that is what she said, and I want to see what your thoughts are. Like, do you agree? Like, do you think that's a logical conclusion? It's pretty early. It's pretty early. Maybe before that.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, here, hold up.
Oh wait,
right here. I don't know if I can play the sounds. I just won't play the sounds.
Just mute it. Just mute it. Yeah. It's whispering and it doesn't have. You only use the facial expressions.
She's crying. She's like,
okay, and then right here, I don't know if you have the subtitles on, but he says, "Are you joking? Or are you kidding me?"
Yeah. I don't want to turn on something.
Yeah. But she says, "Are you kidding me?" Just trust me. I watched it today. Then she has. Then this is the reaction we want to look at, like
her looking off.
There's a cut scene of them two and him bewildered because he's like, "Oh shit! What did she say to her? What did she say to her?" And then the earthquake happens, which is like weird. Oh, I guess it was just timing. So maybe the earthquake always happens at the wedding. I wasn't sure about that. That was the first time they showed it at the wedding, and only time. The guy freaks out.
Look at her.
Yeah, it was hard because they didn't show a whole. They didn't make the scene all about her.
She crying?
It doesn't look like she's crying, but she's obviously stunned. It could be bad acting.
Well,
and so we didn't really get the full message.
She had her hands over her face.
But if you look, her eyes are open. It looks like she's just staring straight. So I think her eyes are supposed to be covered, but I don't know. But there's definitely wasn't tears. Like if they wanted to show her crying, they could have easily just added tears while having her hand covered. It would have been pretty easy too.
Well, I think maybe they want to make it a little bit more discreet, like not show like here's a hug, she's smiling, she doesn't know what's happening. I guess
he's like,
she's definitely crying. Her sister.
Oh yeah, she's distraught.
What's her name again?
Sarah.
And then she goes, "Are you joking right now?" As she's smiling, but Sarah's smiling. Why would she wouldn't be smiling if.
Okay, well, what do you think? What else would she have said?
What's she gonna say? Like, I slept with your fiance last night before your wedding.
I left and I'll never be seeing you again. I'm leaving forever.
With a big smile on her face. No.
Well, she's pretty confident. At this point, remember, Sarah's confident that this is what's going to get her out of this whole ordeal.
Oh, it was like...
And she's going to wake up in the next day and go through the whole wedding the way that she wants to. So this isn't how she believes the scenario is going to be left when she wakes up.
Oh, it was like that one good deed or something that gets her.
Yeah, so she's like, I'm just going to tell her this. I'm going to leave. It's going to let me out of this. I'm going to wake up. We're going to have the wedding. It's going to be great. Like, I'll end up telling her, or I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's what she said. And if you have any logical opposition, I am wide open to hear it because I'm interested to hear what else it could be.
I have no idea what it could be. When I saw this, I thought about it, and obviously the movie went on, never really came up again. But I'm like looking at it now, and she's like,
look at his face.
Well,
he's definitely worried that that's what she said, because that would be the logical conclusion.
Maybe.
In his mind, it would be because he knows all the facts.
That guy's such a smug.
I know, he's such a lame-o. Then the earthquake happens and throws you off. And the movie's like, and moving on. I love his reaction to that. Hysterical.
She looks pretty sad right there. Maybe not sad, but like I can full screen it for you too. But I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's kind of a smile. That's clearly a smile, or
That's not
nervous
clearly a
smile.
No, that's a.
Okay, now
That's what I'm trying to compute.
This
Is a distraught look.
Yeah, she's ashamed of something. She's shy, something like that. Like she
can't be seen. She's embarrassed.
Yeah. Huh. I guess.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, could be.
And then later on in this scene, Abe gets stabbed by a fork by Jake, or not Jake. That's his name in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Niles. Niles is his name in this. Just a funnier name he has chosen for one of his actors.
Oh, wait. He got stabbed by a fork? What? Where? When?
Abe.
Which one's Abe?
Oh, sorry, it didn't happen after that. Abe is the
groom?
Groom, yeah. Abe is the groom.
When did that happen? I don't even remember him getting stabbed by a fork.
It actually happens at the end. Sorry. Wait. That happens towards the end when Niles actually tells, or he finally figures it out. When Niles finally figures out that she's waking up in Abe's room, he goes up to the wedding and immediately confronts it, and then confronts it in the middle of the wedding, and they get in a fight. And stabs with a fork in the cheek.
Oh, I remember that.
You remember?
Man.
Stop copying me!
I love her character. Man, what would you do if like you woke up every day next to someone you knew was cheating on you?
I don't know, man. What would you do if you woke up every day next to the bride of the groom of your brother?
Sister's groom.
Yeah. It's crazy. It would suck. I mean, what would you think generally waking up every day? What?
Well, I thought he like kind of made the best of it. I would probably, if I woke up the same day, I would probably behave something like him. I
think I'd go insane. I definitely have a murder spree.
Yeah, you'll totally be like, what's his name? Frank? Fuck.
Frank Galley? What are you talking about? Niles?
No. Is it?
Roy.
Crossbow Roy, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. You just think old conservative white man. It must be Frank, huh?
He looks like a Frank. It's just a name. Anyone can be named Frank. Jesus.
No, Roy is one of my favorite characters, man.
Yeah.
I think they run into Roy.
The cop,
soon
right?
after this? Oh no, this is when she just turned. Next time they're in the car. Oh shit. Right here. Yeah.
Oh, right before this.
Yeah.
No, when Sarah's sister crack her teeth.
Oh, she breaks her teeth. Oh my god, that scene's hysterical. The dad. This dentist glues teeth. They're all like a mess. Like, thank you. Calling Sarah like a fucking weirdo because she's just standing there.
Yeah. It's like, why are you in the pool? Oh man.
The ICU. they're like all scared to die in the ICU. Or at least Niles and Roy are.
But
They
I
just
mean,
whatever they do, they just don't want to die in the ICU.
it made so much sense. Some of the clues they were laying out for Sarah, like her dad's like, "Oh, I went to your room this morning. I couldn't find you. You must have had like an early jog." Or
They had
something.
subtle clues like that. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I heard about it and I was like, "Oh, I thought that was just like her." Because of this whole Groundhog's Day thing, I don't know. She woke up early and left to find this guy, and I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, but
Just in that particular loop, she happened to get up early and leave or something.
yeah.
So at the end of the day here, and I guess it's a bad balanced question, but would you go with Sarah's plan to leave in the bomb in the situation, potentially dying, or would you stay? And a twist to this question, if not love was involved.
Okay. Well, not at first. I think
So
I'll probably.
say it was just like a random stranger you met, and you guys enjoyed this experience with each other, and he was at an impasse, or she was at an impasse, and she or he was gonna go, and would you be like, "Yep, we're going," or would you hesitate? If you guys experienced the same amount of time, like
Well,
you were
it's
in like a
complicated.
million times like this guy.
It's complicated, right? Because she obviously did all the research where she felt confident. So maybe if I did that research and it made sense and I felt confident, I would blow myself up.
Only if you're confident. Is that what you're saying? Only if you're
Yeah.
confident. Because right there, they weren't confident. In their
some
situation, they weren't confident. But she was
reasonable, I don't know, belief or like there's some evidence that would make it seem reasonable to at least try it.
The goat thing. All you had was the goat.
Yeah.
The goat didn't return.
Yeah,
The goat wasn't stuck in the goat isn't stuck in the time loop. That's all you know.
I would have tried it, I think. I mean, if I were in there as long as them, you know, there's only... I don't think... Again, comparing it to the whole coronavirus thing, right? Like, I wouldn't want to live the same day for the rest of my life.
That's true.
So, I think at some point I would try that, yeah. Why would you?
Technically, their day was not the same every day. It was the actual same calendar day.
Well,
but
yeah,
the
but
matter inside of the day itself was different. So,
but I mean, like, this
happened in a obvious non-coronavirus time, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. What I mean, I guess, is like there's no future. There's no goals. It's just like next day doesn't really matter because it's gonna be nothing you do today is gonna affect tomorrow, and that's, I guess, what I'm trying to get at.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and that was kind of the...
I guess it's because I have such a different coronavirus experience then.
Well, it's not even about corona. For me, I'm just relating it to coronavirus, right? But like,
well, that's how you feel about coronavirus, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, just imagine, like, just...
I am imagining.
Why? It sounds like you would stay in this world forever. It's your own playground.
I would look at it as a playground, yeah.
Well, I think it would be fun for certain
if I was
days.
when we're talking about Sarah's timeline.
Just Sarah's.
Just Sarah's timeline. So you don't have Niall's experience. You have Sarah's timeline, which, you know, you learn how to get out of it. But now, would you immediately get out like she would? But you don't have her life. I'm not saying you adopted her life. but
No, I wouldn't. I would
with,
probably be more like him. I'll probably stay in there for a lot longer and fuck around. It seems,
especially if the proof wasn't immediate, like 100%.
yeah. But I'm sure I'll get to a point eventually where I would get tired of it. You know, there's only
And
so
then you
much
would do it.
you can do. Yeah. Sarah was different. She woke up next to her sister's
Yeah.
fiance.
On her sister's wedding day.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah.
So.
This is the part. This is the way he's throwing the food and shit. Starts over again.
That Asian guy that got them married, I wonder.
He's in
I've
Crazy Rich
seen him.
Asians, I believe.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I was like, I've seen this guy somewhere. He's the guy that got married, right? He's the friend, right?
I think so.
His name is Chris Pang. Wow. He wasn't Crazy Rich Asian. He was I believe he was.
I'm not sure which one. I know he was in there. I don't know which role he played exactly.
He was like the best friend of the main dude.
The main groom, right?
He was the main groom that got married in the movie. Yes. The main guy was his best man.
Okay.
Let me get their names. I forget them. All right.
Okay.
So Nick Young. Okay, of course. How can I forget? Yeah. So Nick Young was the.
But he just played like a cocaine addict reverend, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, he was young. He played a young character, so you know he was just living the life. But it looked like a cocaine addict because he did it every day.
I like that.
It's very different in his IMD. Good leg. Solid leg.
Well, yeah, cause fucking here. Let me change it so the podcast can see it. Yeah, fucking like, cause oh, there he is.
There he is. Okay, yeah.
Cause in Hollywood, Asian actors are generally just played like stereotypes.
What movie is what is that?
This is
The show looks dope.
Marco Polo. Marco
Polo?
Polo? What?
Yeah. On Netflix. I'm sure he plays like.
Okay, it just threw me off. I read the show name and I'm looking at this image. I'm like, Marco Polo? What is the show about?
It's cool because I think it's obviously in that time period. I'm sure that's what it looks dope.
But why is it called Marco Polo? It's
probably about the explorer Marco Polo.
Marco Polo's an explorer?
Yeah.
I thought it was just some game you played in the pool.
No, he was an actual person. This is how white culture goes, bro. This is where we make all of a sudden you're like, why the fuck is it called this? It's like, boom, explorer. Probably a terrible person. He probably didn't age well. His life choices probably didn't age well, but it's a person. Look up Marco Polo.
He's in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? Damn, this guy's been around.
Yeah, it's actually.
How old is he?
He's not Khan.
No, he's not. Khan is someone else. Khan's the kind of guy that only plays bad guys. Frankenstein. Alright, look at Marco Polo.
Yeah, just wiki.
This guy was born... Oh, he's 5'11", he's pretty tall. I'm trying to find out his age, but...
Shorty.
He's 40?
No, he's a shorty.
Uh-oh.
How tall are you? Are you like Eric's height? You're like 5'8", 5'9", aren't you? Eric's like 5'7", I think.
I think 5'8". 8. On my driver's license, it's 5'7", but that was like in high school. So,
So
you want
like
to look up
16.
Marco Polo on Netflix?
Yeah, just the video again. No, just like right there.
Oh. He's a merchant, explorer, and writer.
Yeah.
In 1271, between 1271 and 1295.
Yeah. See how long ago that was?
Venice, Italy. Died in 1324.
Lived a solid life, bro.
Venetian.
Huh?
Venetian.
Venice, probably.
Uh,
They didn't go by country. They didn't go to other
what
countries. Say, I'm Italian.
what did he
I'm
discover?
Venetian.
Why is he a swimming pool game?
Well, because he's an explorer and he's always finding things. So, to honor him, we had to find each other. Not sure why he did what he did, but I'm sure he discovered a lot of things. He's an explorer. He's like really Indiana Jones.
Speaking of which, like, would you say you got tired of living the same day over and over again, right? You were Sarah. Would you go through the trouble of learning in depth about quantum physics?
Knowing my actual habits and the way I am, I would eventually work on it a little bit, and it would probably take me. I'd probably do it for like 3 years and quit.
She, to be honest, probably had to do that much research. At least a year. Like, there must have been a lot of time jump. Like, there was obviously time skips.
Do you think you could have figured that out in a short amount of time? Now, factor this: is there any kind of time loopholes, if you may, you could jump through to quicken your intelligence?
Wait, what?
There's some kind of trick she could have done on the whole time loop game to make her have an advantage and learn quicker. Can you think of any? You think that was possible? They didn't obviously show it, so we're talking off screen.
Well, obviously, if she's really, really dedicated, she doesn't have to sleep, right? Because you just wake up. You just kill yourself and wake up in the morning, and then go back to studying again. And I assume you wake up with full energy.
Does she have a laptop? She just steals someone's laptop and runs off to Starbucks.
Yeah. Well, the problem with it, right? Every day she's gonna have to steal the laptops, find the bugs, and all that, right? So.
Yeah, but it'd probably take what?
Just like
the first month, and you'd be really good at it.
Well, I mean, yeah, you have infinite tries.
And then, so after the first 30 tries, you're probably really good at it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, too, she can just spend her money. I'm sure she has some money lying around, and it's not
just
like...
throw down her credit on a brand new laptop.
Yeah,
then you have to set it up and shit. It's better to just have someone's.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
that's already set up and shit.
Yeah.
Way easier.
But I mean, that would be the advantage of her situation. She wouldn't have to sleep. Probably doesn't really have to eat.
Then she just blows her brains out at whatever diner she's at. Yeah. That's what I would do. I just carry a gun and just, all right. Or just fall asleep, head down.
Yeah, I guess you can just fall asleep. But
I guess you don't have to be dramatic. I guess you don't have to be dramatic unless you're bored and you're just like, I think I'm going to shoot myself in the head this time.
I really did like Niall's perspective
of the whole situation.
Of like what it means to live. Like, even though it's his playground, he still has a moral code. You know, he's like he was saying, you still have to live with a. Like, you still remember. Other people won't remember. You can go around killing everyone. It doesn't matter to them, but it will matter to you, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, you'll still have to remember. I mean, it's hard to tell you that. You want to be like Roy, Just going around shooting people with bow and arrows.
Well, Niall, to be fair, Niles did say he had a streak of that.
Really? Where he just went and like...
Yeah, I can't remember the exact part of the movie, but he said he had a streak of doing that and killing himself. And he listed another thing. It was when they're in the car talking. I don't know if it's the first time in the car. I think it is the first time in the car. Or maybe the second. But yeah, he lists kind of the stuff he did already. It was during that conversation. It was the first time they're in the car, and you remember he braces himself for impact.
Mm-hmm. That was hilarious.
takes his seatbelt off, throws his face down at the fucking airbag. She's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Quickest death." She's like, "What? Quickest death? Last thing you want to do is go to the ICU."
That was hilarious. Yeah, it was still nuts.
I thought she was gonna back out after he did that, but she went through with it.
She has issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know why he said he fell in love with her. I never got that. And their chemistry.
Why he said he fell in love with her?
Yeah, their chemistry never seemed that good to me. I mean, it just felt like two people stuck in a situation together, but it never felt like more than that. I don't know what point, like, if you ever, I don't know.
I think just extreme circumstances create bonds extremely quickly like that.
I get that, right? And I get that's, in real life, it happens all the time. People work together, movie actors.
Not work together. Work together is day after day. Moving acting could be close, yeah. If
like
you're
like stuck together, you're like...
No, but I'm not talking about just like locked in a place, which they essentially are. But I mean, I apply that to like a near-death survival situation.
Just they shared the same experience and like...
Yeah, exactly.
No one else understands them.
No one else understands with them too. You know?
I guess.
That creates, I think, a quicker bond. And if it's of another person of attraction, you know, then you can create love. Right? Right? Am I making sense here?
I get it. I don't know. Maybe for me, the movie just didn't... That aspect didn't do it justice. Dude, what the fuck was with all the dinosaurs? The Bronchosaurus.
They're on mushrooms.
At the beginning and the end? Or like the middle and the end? Because they showed up again.
I don't know what you mean at the end.
At the very end of the movie, they like were in the swimming pool, and like the people came home.
In daylight?
Yeah, yeah, you know how it ended, right? Like.
Yeah, I don't remember. I watched the movie twice. I don't remember no fucking dinosaurs the second time in daylight. Unless it was on the outer scopes of the map.
Mate.
And if it was the ending scene, then it was probably just fucking around.
It was this.
They're probably on mushrooms. They're probably on mushrooms right here. Who's to say they're not on mushrooms right now?
I guess. They don't. I don't know. They talk.
So yeah, they're chilling. They're probably on mushrooms. They're seeing the dinosaurs, which would hint at they're on mushrooms. But I don't remember seeing dinosaurs at this scene.
Right there.
Oh, there they sure are. Oh yeah. There's dinosaurs.
They don't even see it. They're like looking up into the sky. The dinosaurs, the filmmakers put them there for some reason.
Okay, well, the filmmakers I don't think it's story related. I think it's.
But it's also like
maybe they only knocked themselves forward one day.
I've never had mushrooms, but like, is that how it works? Like it's a shared experience.
Depends on
they both saw the dinosaurs.
Yeah, it depends on the dosage, but if you're eating from the same batch, yes, you have a shared experience.
Really? How does that even work?
Because it's the same mushroom plant. So I mean, if it grew in the exact same spot on the Earth, it's essentially the same sentient being, the same plant. That's how a
Yeah,
mushroom
but
works.
it causes two separate human beings to both see dinosaurs.
Can. If you guys are both having a lot. Now, to have like full-on mushroom hallucinations, you have to have a good amount. A good amount. Like, I've had mushrooms, and I took like an okay amount for my size, and I got really into music that was playing. And then we went on for a car ride, and the whole thing I never hallucinated, but we went on for a car ride, and I took even more because I was like, oh, okay, I'm at enough I can handle. I took more, and then now I was at a place where like I was in a third-person view watching our car drive down the desert. It was almost like I was Warcraft 3 the car. And then but the music in the car was playing as like loud and clear. So it was almost movie-like. That's the best way I can explain it. It's like a movie scene. It's almost movie-like. And that was my experience, a partial way of the ride. And then my perspective focused in more into being actual inside the car. I didn't really try or test to see if I could go in and out. Once I was back in, I just kind of enjoyed being in. And it was a lot of the people I was with and the music that was playing, and it was a good experience.
But other people didn't have that.
No,
like with
but
you, right? They didn't share that.
Vanessa had the in-car experience with me. So I don't know how to explain it other than you guys are at the exact same level perspectively, like perspective-wise and moment-wise. Like,
it feels like you're sharing the same experience, you mean? Or
it's almost like you guys are sharing the same thoughts. Literally. And then if your thoughts are if you're experienced with it enough, you can focus from sharing each other or sharing the same thought to just like experiencing the world around you while sharing the same thought.
Without saying anything.
That's
like you can just both sit there.
Well, it's like it's body language and everything. I mean, it's
okay.
I don't know how it's body language and everything. Like you can just tell how they're feeling just by the way they move their body, their facial expressions. Yes, with words as well. Sometimes words are harder, but when you're in the zone, words work as well. Yeah. I've never gotten to the point of hallucinations where I saw things, so I don't know, but I can only imagine.
Wait, so what makes you think they're on mushrooms? Here.
They say they're on mushrooms.
Oh, they did?
He says these are good mushrooms, yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up with the beer? They drink like the same beer nonstop.
I don't know. I thought it was like some kind of like cactus cooler thing, but I guess it's like actual beer. I don't know.
They make it look really good. It's like all bright and orange. And like something about it.
It's something about
middle
him.
of the desert.
It's like it's very trolly. Look at this Sapporo. It looks like it says Sapporo.
Shit. His hand was kind of covering it.
Yeah, but you could see the.
I'm gonna go back to the beginning.
Last like 4 words.
Fuck. Nope. Tala. Oh, her sister's name's Tala. Hey, their wedding anniversary is coming up. It's August 9th. It's in 3 days. Oh, it's November 9th. Never mind. I thought it said August. He hands over the beer or something right here.
Okay, well, it's definitely not Sapporo.
Fuck, I don't see it. It's something you. Maybe I can just Google it. The
beer in Palm Springs movie.
God damn.
La Quinta.
La Quinta?
That's what it says.
How do you spell it? La Quinta beer.
Oh wait, but that doesn't look how the. No, that can't be it.
It's
This is the
orange.
best thing I could find.
Like Quinta,
Yeah,
I
this is
just
the best
Googled
thing. No, you don't understand. You don't understand, Nate.
it.
Nate, you don't understand.
Oh man.
Here, look at that. I put it in the call.
Go back to Discord. No. I fucked up your thing.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark on Google with this.
Better bring you back. It's like German or something. Is it A-R-U para beer?
Yeah, I tried to type it in.
Wow. I searched it and it took me to Las Palmas Brewing in Palm Springs. All I searched was
It's probably a
Arupara.
beer.
I don't see a beer can of it. But that's so weird. Las Palmas Brewing.
It's probably how the That's probably how like the general cans look. They could have done a specific one for the movie too.
Yeah, I would imagine. Looks nice.
Well,
Guess beers.
anyways, I think we covered this for the most part.
Wait, what if I just don't type in beer? But yeah. Akupara. Lols. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. This is a beer. Yeah. Well, I think that's
Yeah, man.
it with Palm Springs.
I totally didn't realize there was dinosaurs there at the end.
Yeah. I don't know.
Opens up to everything. It's a good movie. A+. I'd watch it again, which I already did. I already watched it twice. I'd watch it a third time. So
I think it's a good movie to just like have on. I don't know if I'll watch it again. I mean, it's
I'll watch it again.
entertaining. It's
is
entertaining. But actually, I don't watch a lot of movies repetitively. The ones I do are more comedic. So yeah, I guess I would. But this isn't even that funny. I think if I was a really big Samberg, that's his name, right?
Andy Samberg.
Sandberg.
Yeah. Mr. Samberg to you.
Yeah. Sandberg fan. I would
Yeah.
watch it. Yeah. His character is very hilarious.
Just think of Sandler, Sandberg.
Yeah.